Happy Thursday.
I want to act down.
Hey everyone.
Since you want to act
Hey
down, what else?
everyone. Hey everyone. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday.
Absolutely. What's up, everybody? Welcome
What's
to
up,
the best
everybody?
day of the week.
The
Welcome to the
best
best
day
day
of
of
the
the week.
week, hands down. Hands
So
down.
we ain't gonna waste your time because we ain't gonna waste nobody else's time.
No way.
I'm your co-host Charles, along with my beautiful co-host.
Brittany. Thanks, Charles.
Yes, and we
And we
are
are
Dating
Dating
University, where we
University,
discuss the good
the bad, and the ugly.
and the ugly.
Yes, of all things dating and relationships.
Listen, all right, we want to give a huge shout out to all of our Facebook friends who are watching right now, all of our YouTube fans who are watching right now, and even to our podcast listeners who are listening to this tomorrow, which is today for you. So, hey, salute. Appreciate you.
Salute. We love
Listen,
you.
for some reason or another, internet started to act real wonky today. But that's okay because we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna push through because we have a very, very special guest. Listen, this
Super special.
dude has been my hero for the last couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been a fan of his for a very, very long time.
Charles has
And you know,
been.
Ben. Like I share like all of his content. But you know,
Yes.
just to
Super funny.
have him come on our show um is not only an honor, it's a blessing. It shows that, you
So
know,
blessed.
we've been working really, really hard over the last 5 years, over 80 some odd shows,
Yes.
workshops, posts, events, everything. But you know, I want to give a huge shout out to this person. But without further ado, introducing comedian,
Yes.
writer,
Yes.
actor,
Yes.
producer, podcaster, content creator. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stand the fuck up for Mr. Clint Coley.
Oh, he is relaxed and I love it.
Yo, you know
Hey,
what?
Clint.
Yo, there's a scene in the movie Ray, right? There's a scene in the movie Ray where where Clifton Powell realizes he's getting replaced by that Five Heartbeats ass nigga, right? You know what I'm talking about, the light skinned guy. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that dude. But the
Absolutely.
reason why he got replaced was the way he was introducing Ray Charles. Like he used to introduce Ray like he was that nigga. Like, bro, Charles, Professor Charles, I'm about to hire you, dog. And you know, because my opening act, he do not bring me out like that at all, man.
I'm on the paper, baby.
You know what I mean? He do not bring me out at all like that, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. I'm glad to be here, though.
Yes. Thanks for being a part of this tonight. We truly appreciate it. Honestly, this is huge.
No doubt.
So we're gonna have some
This is
fun with you this
major
evening.
for us, like I said.
Yeah. So just sit back, relax, engage with us. We have some fun segments coming up, and then we'll get to the main topic today. So we're going to start with the fun segments. Are you ready, Clint?
I'm ready.
I love your name, by the way. It's very regal. It has a regal touch to it.
My
Like
name has a
royal.
regal. Yeah, I
Like
know what regal
royalty.
means.
Like, yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I
It
know what
has a
regal
nice.
means. There was a wrestler growing up named Lord Stephen Regal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a huge wrestling fanatic.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, just Lord Stephen. Yeah, but no, actually, my name is Herman though.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm named after my dad, Herm Clinton. My name is Herman Clinton Coley. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Nice.
Well, all right.
Little backstory. Thanks. So
Yeah,
our first segment for you is called Either Or. So
Mhm.
I'm going to give you 3 questions and you have to choose option A or option B. There's no choosing both. There's no choosing neither. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
First one, either or. So either you have a woman with a banging body and a struggle
Mhm.
face, or you're dating a woman with a beautiful face but a struggle body.
I'll take the face over the body.
Hmm.
We can't do nothing about your face. If
Word.
you
Okay.
ugly, you
All
fucking.
right.
If you ugly, you ugly. We can fix your body. We can buy you some titties.
Absolutely.
We can buy you some ass. Like we can buy you some thighs. We can. I mean, it ain't gonna be nice, but you can. We can still. It might be nice to look at in some clothes. But you ugly, nigga. You ugly. I don't
Facts.
care how nice your face is. I don't care how nice your ass is. I don't care how nice your titties is. Like, because like usually, like I don't like dating women who look like they breath stink. Like you look
Mm,
like you
listen.
look like your breath stink. Like you look
Oh,
like you don't. Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that. I'll take the face any day.
nice.
I like to kiss.
Oh
That's why
man.
I'm a kisser. I like to
Like that.
kiss.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
kisses. So I can't kiss no
Absolutely.
ugly chick.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Facts. Okay.
Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you, fam. I'm like that. I'm like, you got to be right there in her grill. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you said, her
yeah,
breath might be stinking, her eye might be just
yeah.
going one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? She got a tooth that just, just jutting out like a damn walrus or something. Yeah, no,
That's
I feel
Okay.
you.
facts.
I feel
Okay. Second one.
you.
So either you date a woman who is overly opinionated and challenges everything that you say, or you date a woman that has no opinion at all.
See, that's a hard one because so I'm gonna go with no opinion at all. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'd rather you not say nothing than you said opinion heavy. You said always. You didn't say sometimes.
Yes.
You
For
didn't say
everything.
maybe. You didn't say you. I mean everything.
Everything.
Like, and I mean we're talking unasked too, right?
Exactly. On everything. Everything that you do and or
Like
say.
I say the sky is green. It's like, well, like I don't like think piece ass motherfuckers. Like I don't. I don't. I hate people. I hate people with like, even with the whole. There's always with the whole Derek Jackson situation. Like people always, got to. Well, maybe his wife and maybe no. Just nigga, it is what it is. What you saw is what you saw. Like it don't gotta be like everybody has to have it. I don't like that. So yeah,
Sure.
I'd rather you have no opinion. And I know it makes you sound like you're weak or like you don't like women's opinions because that's not true. But the more I think about it, if you're telling me somebody who always has to say something, nigga, that's annoying. I will throw you off this fucking balcony.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Last one. Would you rather either you have
Whoa.
a
Okay.
woman that is a homebody and has no friends, or you date a woman that is very social and knows everybody?
I'm cool with a woman that's social. I'm cool with that. I don't want you to not have no friends. That's annoying. You know what I mean? Like knowing people don't bother me. You know what I mean? I think that you should know people. I think you should have your own life. I think you should, be popular. I don't because my thing is a lot of times people think because you knew somebody, you know somebody, you fucking them. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's
Mm-hmm.
that's really where guys insecure comes like, oh, how you know him?
Right.
Oh, he good
Right.
looking. Like he must have fucked. And it's like girls can have good looking male friends and they never fuck. Like guys is
Fact.
the one who can't have good looking female friends and we don't fuck. That's the thing.
Ooh. Say that again.
I agree. I agree. Like
Say it again.
I don't need that kind of I don't need that kind of pressure. You know what I'm
There's a
saying?
lot of
Like
pressure,
I don't
man.
need that kind
Yeah,
of
like
pressure. Like I got to be your
a
only
lot of
friend. Like
pressure. Your
like
only
all the
friend.
time. Like I can't go
All the
nowhere. You be
time.
like, babe. She be like, babe,
Right.
babe.
Yeah, I ain't got time
Nah.
for that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Man.
That's good. All right, Charles, bring on the next segment.
Listen. All right. So we we did a little deep dive on your pages. You know what I'm saying? And you say some stuff, man. Like and this segment is called "Explain Yourself." So we're gonna take a couple of posts and we just want to get a little more context on it, and you just go off however you feel. Cool?
Cool.
Cool. All
Cool.
right. So you had a post with this one woman, and he had a picture, and she had with the sign up that says "Women come first."
That's right.
All right. What's your take on it? What's your take on it? And is it a requirement?
That's a require. That is my take on it. It is a requirement. Why are we? Here's the thing: sex doesn't stop when women come. Sex stops when men come. Bottom line.
Oh.
Sex does not stop. Like when women come, they can give me another one. You know,
That's kind of
give me
true.
another one. Give me
That's
another
So
one.
kind of
And
here's
true.
when I nut, I'm going to sleep.
so here's the thing. Does the woman have to come?
No, because I think that we always think that because you didn't come is not good sex, and it's like sometimes you just
Exactly.
didn't come. So I
Exactly.
mean, I'm not. It doesn't. It's not the end of the world, and because we guys we take it personal. We be like,
Right.
oh man, she didn't come, man. It's like, all right, bro, it's okay. You bet. Nobody's batting 1,000, man.
Exactly.
Right.
It's cool to be shooting 70% from the field.
Right.
That's not bad.
Right. I think for me, it's the sentiment behind it. If you at least
Facts.
care about making sure that I'm pleased and satisfied, that's
That's all
more
that
than
matters.
enough for me. That's all that
For
matters.
sure.
But when you're
Respect.
selfish about it, like, oh, I got mine, well, toodaloo. Like,
Right. Exactly.
here's a
Exactly.
vibrator, make it work. No, thanks, sir. You won't
To
hear
the
from me
fucking
again.
loo.
Yes, that's it. Toodaloo. Scram. All right, y'all.
Beat it. All right. The Nas ticket scenario. All right. So is your spouse a default date in all scenarios when you're invited to a function with the option of a plus one?
All
Now
right.
now
So
you talked
here's
about
the
the
thing.
Nas
You said
situation when you
spouse,
had the ticket.
but not. Here's the difference. Here's the situation, right? Hold on. Yeah. So here's the situation. Y'all got to remember a couple of things. Number one, it was I'm very intentional about my words, and I think that don't always people don't always say what they mean, if that makes any sense.
Makes
So like
perfect
my
sense.
thing is so like with me, like if I'm telling and I've gotten very good at this over the years. Like if I'm telling a story, I make sure that I say certain clues that people I think a lot of times skip over. So like, I said, it says the post is, I got in an argument with a girl I was dating, not my girlfriend. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So like you said that is your spouse your automatic plus one. My spouse is my automatic plus one. I do agree with that. And I will give her the option first. And then if she says no, even if she's not a Nas fan, I'll be like, yo, babe, you want to go see Nas with me? No? All right, cool. I'm going to call my man. But again, this was a girl I was dating. And my thing was when I got the Nas tickets, I wasn't thinking about her. I was thinking about my man. At the end of the day, like she's the girl I was dating. We had been
Was
on a
it an
couple of dates.
exclusive? Was it an
We was
exclusive
fucking. We
scenario?
fucked.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. And
Okay.
here's the thing: you're not my girlfriend. We were just fucking. We're cool. We're going out. We're fucking and eating. But you've said on numerous occasions that Nas was boring. You don't like Nas. You're not a Nas
Right.
fan. You don't like it. So at the end of the day, me asking you to go, you're not going to, even though you want to go off the strength. And I'm like, oh, and I said in the post, I get it. She wanted to be with sis, but
Sure.
be with me. But my thing is, it's Nas. There's certain
Right.
concerts I think that's for couples. Like Jay-Z is for couples. The reason why Jay-Z is for couples is because Jay-Z has songs I'm sure that she like, and he got songs that I like. He gonna
Okay.
do both. Nas, on the other hand, it's a very like you don't if you don't know the lyrics to "The World Is Yours,"
Very
Right.
why the
niche.
fuck you? Yeah, like it's
Exactly.
very like certain concerts. You got to take certain people. Like I'm a big fan of Currency. I know that a chick that likes fucking Solange, she may not be fucking like it is what it is. Like I
Sure.
like if I had Solange tickets, I would have called her. If I had Neo tickets, I would have called her. Clearly, I'm just naming people behind me. If I would have had John Legend tickets, I would have called her. But nigga, it's Nas.
Right.
Like
Right.
it's just certain rappers I think
Facts. Real
like
facts.
just Drake, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Kendrick, okay, I get it. But like, nigga, if I say we going to go see 8 Ball and MJG, you like
I'm there. Take me.
You're there, but a lot of
Right.
like, and I'm talking about like being a fan. Like you got to
Right.
be a fan of somebody to go to their concert. You got to know their album cuts. I know
Right.
for a fact she ain't know Nas album cuts.
And the fact that she said that he was boring,
Gotta know.
I'm all about an experience with
Right.
a vibe. I don't want to take somebody to an experience that I know is not going to enjoy it because you're going to kill my vibe now.
Hey Google, turn
So if
on
I'm
the studio
sitting
lights.
here and I'm hearing Nas and he's flowing and he's spitting and he's doing my songs, and I look over and she's sitting there like this
Yeah,
again,
like
toodaloo,
I'm
go
good.
home.
I'm good. I'm good,
Yeah,
sis. So, like, I do believe if you're somebody's spouse, yes, you are the automatic plus one, no matter if you like them or don't like them. I do agree with that. But
yeah,
if you were the girl
Mm.
in that scenario, I wasn't wrong for asking her, "Hey, yo, man," or not asking her and just
Mm-mm.
asking. Now I can understand if I asked a home girl of mine and didn't ask her, I can totally
yes,
understand that.
Now
yes.
I can totally understand that. I
That's
can
smart
totally
too.
that's an
understand.
ass whooping ready to happen.
No, I don't think it's an ass whooping because we were just dating. It's not an ass
Exactly.
whooping
You're
because
just dating.
you were just dating. But if she found
She
out I
gonna
took
take it
another
somewhere.
chick, no, she should. I no. What I'm saying is your feelings are valid in that point.
Right.
And not to say that your feelings aren't always valid. Like I validated her
Mhm.
feelings. I said I get it. She wants to be. She just wanted to be with me. I understand it was the principle, the principality, as Big Worm would say. But at the end of the day, I made an executive decision. I got tickets. Me and my homie grew up. We've known each other since the 90s. We're Nas fans. Point blank, period. Just
Yeah.
like Beyonce is behind us. I'm not, I mean, now I would go see Beyonce because Beyonce is fire in concert. If you've never seen her,
Yes, she is
please, she's fucking fire in
fire.
concert. Like I'm talking to more so men than women. Women know, but guys, we be skipping that concert. Like, nah, that like it's crazy. I saw her perform and then I watched the homecoming
Mm-mm.
shit. And I
Yeah.
was like, yo, we really need to appreciate what we're witnessing here. This woman is
Yes.
legit greatness, but that's neither here nor there. The point I'm making is that a Beyonce concert is for you and your homegirls. You know that, I know that. A Nas concert is for me and my niggas.
Right. So would you have been
Right.
offended if she went to a Beyonce concert and took her homegirl and didn't even consider you?
No,
Ah,
no, no.
mm,
If we're
Yeah, I
just
mean,
dating,
I wouldn't either. Like, yeah,
no.
if we
I
just
would
dating,
understand why
I wouldn't feel
I
that.
would be like, damn, I would have, you know what I would be like? I'd be like, damn, I wish I wish you'd have asked me because I would have went because I
Mm.
like Beyonce, but
yeah.
I would have but I also understood like it's Beyonce.
Right.
It's Beyonce. Like it's Beyonce.
Right,
Right.
It's
right.
Beyonce. Like it's that's not something that
Like,
guys typically do. Like
Right.
mm,
and that's what I
yeah,
think people
yeah.
need to understand sometimes when they're getting in their feelings about stuff is to sometimes add logic. Like I'm not intentionally trying.
Ooh.
I'm not intentionally trying to dish you. You know that. You know
Exactly.
me. Like, come on. Like, don't sit
That's
here
it.
and cause a ruckus because I asked my best friend Mo to go to a Nas concert.
That's
Like
it.
again, I can
Right.
understand if we going to go see, like 30 other scenarios, she's right. This scenario, nah, sis, sit this one out.
So did she hold that against you? Like
Sit it
was
out.
that the final dagger or
It turned me off.
sure?
Turned me off. It was
I can see
it was
that.
unnecessary.
I
It
can,
was
I
unnecessary.
can absolutely see that. Right.
Because
It
like
was an
it was one
unnecessary
thing.
argument.
It's one thing to say to voice your opinion about it. I can understand that. But we got into a argument.
Yeah, that's no.
Exactly.
I didn't
Especially for
think that
someone
was
that you're dating. Yeah.
yeah, I
Too
didn't
much
think that was
effort.
argument worthy.
Yeah. Discussion
And
worthy,
sometimes
sure.
you
But
definitely, yeah.
argument worthy,
Right.
no.
Discussion worthy, yeah.
I was
Right.
definitely open to a discussion. I wasn't mad at the discussion. Her feelings were absolutely right. But an argument, sis, no. I
Yeah.
ain't got time
No
for
way.
that.
No way.
Facts.
No way.
They're real facts, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the third one, and we're gonna use this one, and then we're gonna go to our main topic tonight. All right. You said in one of your posts, the dating pool has pee in it because you're the pee.
Woo! Ouch.
Listen, when I read that shit, I ain't
I
gonna lie,
think
yo.
that's
I was like,
I think that's self-explanatory.
Ouch.
it really is. Like, but for the the kids in the back who ain't paying attention, who drinking it like
Right.
me right now. I mean, let's break it down like a fraction.
I'm drinking too.
Yeah.
Oh shit, let's go, bro. Cheers, my nigga.
But the dating pool has P in it because you're the P. And the reason why you're the P is because you out here y'all don't most motherfuckers don't know how to date. That's the problem.
Facts.
Motherfuckers be going on dates thinking that this is about to be the end all be all and we need to be together and I love you and you love me and we gonna be together forever. My nigga, it's a date. Statistically speaking, you're never going to even see this person again. You're not going to marry this. Like statistically speaking, you're not going to marry this person. Why are we putting so much emphasis on the first date being like, nigga, just have fun? You are the P because you're out there asking stupid ass questions on date that have nothing to do. Like, y'all, women ask questions on dates because you're trying to check boxes. Do you live by yourself? You're like, bitch, get out my face. Like, you don't live by yourself. You live with your fucking sis. Like, you live in a fucking studio apartment. Not you probably don't, but you know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, why are you asking me like what like ask me questions? Like, let's talk about just who do you like, Kim or Foxy? Like, why don't we talk about that on a date? Why are we like it's just a date. Have fun.
What are some questions that turned you off on some of your dates?
I think we definitely put a lot of.
I'm going to defer, and I literally just had this episode of my podcast on Tuesday. Okay. So, we'll listen to advice from the fuckboy. I break down every question that like not every question, but the main three, and one of them is mainly like it's really has to do with just women deciding they want to check boxes. You know what I'm saying? It's really like you're asking questions to see if I fit in your mind what you want. Meaning like, okay, I had a girl ask me on a date, do you go to therapy? And I thought that was a very intrusive ass question. That's an intrusive ass question. Here's the thing. We understand that we're living in an era of being in therapy. We understand that we're living in an era where we want you to come heal, blah, 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 blah. I don't have a problem with the conversation of therapy, but to just automatically just come out of left field and ask somebody, you don't know how they feel about their mental health to even share that with you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, therapy is not something that some people aren't comfortable sharing. Like, I go to a therapist. Some people aren't comfortable with, hey, like, there's ways to have that conversation without being intrusive or checking a box. Like, oh, because my thing is, if a nigga's trying to impress you, he gonna tell you he go to therapy. How do you ask without asking? Let's say we're talking about our day. Yeah, like, what's a good, like, oh, today was good, blah, blah, blah. I had a really good session with my therapist. If he's a real man, if he's a real like interested, he'll ask. Yeah. And then you guys are having a conversation about therapy and you'll get his take on therapy.
I love that.
I don't understand why you guys are asking and like questions that like, and also y'all should be having these conversations before we even go out.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. That's where I'm coming. That's where I'm coming from. I'm like,
why are we this on the phone?
Face to face with somebody.
But I mean, I have to thank you for sharing that, because I would have been the one to just outright ask, are you in therapy? But because you gave insight into why that may be an intrusive question, I now respect that. I learned.
Yeah, it's not. For me, it's not an intrusive question. I don't mind answering yes, by the way. The answer is yes. I'm all about it.
No, but I respect your take on it, because there are people, dating is the way that it is because somebody would say that's an intrusive ass question and leave it at that. Okay, so how can I ask? And you gave a solution. So that's how dating can heal. I love that. I love that.
What I also think though, we're when we talk about questions like that, like are you in therapy and blah 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 blah, like we're taught to ask these kind of questions on dates. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we're not wrong for asking these questions. The thing is just like my thing with questions on dates is that people a lot of times can rehearse answers. Like I just said this on my podcast, and I'm about to drop some gems on y'all real quick. I'm high. I got some good shit. Watch this.
Drop them.
Watch this. People we're first of all, we date, we're selfish. We date selfishly. Dating is for the mature. The day that you mature is when you realize it's not about you. You are dating because you're dating and you're asking these questions to people because you want to see if they fit in your world. You don't really give a shit
Ooh,
about if they fit, if you fit in their world or if they fit in your world. You want to know if they fit in you know what I mean? Like you don't like if you fit in their world, how do we know? You're worried about you instead of having a good time and worried about each other.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't understand like, you know, here's the thing. All right. I want people to know when you're dating and you're asking these questions on dates or you guys are, going out, and having exchanges, right? Ask yourself after you end the date, did I really have a good time? Or did I feel like I was in a fucking interview? Because
Ooh,
here's the thing. You can rehearse the answers to all of these questions. Like fellas, let's be honest. Let's really be
Mm,
honest. Let's
mm.
really be honest. Go to therapy is the new like vegan Christian shit. That's what women
ooh,
want to hear.
ooh.
Women want niggas are using that to their advantage and they're trying to and lying about it. You don't go to therapy. You saying you do. So why ask that when actually you can have a conversation and see what he feels about mental health and see what he feels about or how he deals with his own bad days.
Yes. Ooh.
Like dog, that's
Wow.
what you should be talking about. Why the
Wow.
what? Oh, you go to therapy? Okay, that's why you ended up with losers because the nigga don't really go nowhere.
Ooh. Ouch. My toes hurt.
I don't see y'all no more.
My toes hurt.
Where'd y'all
Charles.
go?
Charles, where do we go, buddy?
Yeah, y'all are.
Whew.
We wanted to put
Well,
the spotlight
there it
on
is.
you because you were dropping gems. It was all
Oh,
about you just now.
It is
Oh
the
my
new trend.
God.
It definitely is the new trend. Man, listen, no, I had to give you your solo. I had to give you your solo right
Yeah.
there.
Because I was making these
Yeah,
oh,
faces
so
like,
that
it's
that
all
was
about
my
you. It's all about
that was my old happy day when
But look,
Jesus
man, I mean, you
wept.
dropped a lot of gems right there. Like the whole
That's my
thing
yeah.
about putting so much pressure on first dates, like you said, like we're not having conversations on the phone. We're not texting. We're not asking. Right. We're not asking real questions.
right. I
Antoine.
don't
So we
know.
like to read comments from our fellow daters. And so we have
Yeah,
Antoine who says women dig self-care. It's the new trend. So he's agreeing with what you're saying.
that's the
Makes
truth. Yeah.
perfect sense. Perfect sense. Leader just said that's deep. So the people are feeling you. They're feeling you.
I mean, I don't know if it's deep per se. It's just like this is like we got to stop like worried about ourselves, man, on dates and just get to know somebody, have some fun,
Right.
man.
Yeah, and I
And
think,
that's
but
the
it's
thing.
deep for us because these are things that us as women may not know. And again,
Mm,
it's us trying to find clarity to make dating not so pee-ish. So I love the
not
fact that
so
you're
peers.
laying out what the issue is and you're giving us anecdotes on how to solve that. Like try this, try that
Right.
approach. But when people just put out problems, it's just a bunch of finger pointing and
That's
and
all it
nobody
is.
knows what to do.
Well, here's the thing: a lot of people we trying to be right, and the problem is
Exactly.
you got to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Got to get it right. Right.
I love that. I'm
Mm.
spent. I'm spent. I learned.
Not yet.
The professor has learned. I'm quiet. I'm quiet.
Indeed. I mean, and
Oh my gosh.
that's the core of dating university. Like we are still learning. Like we don't know shit. Like we are just trying to get through this whole thing like everybody else. All right, so let's talk about our main topic tonight. We're gonna talk
Oh,
about double standard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a dead horse, but god damn it, y'all keep bringing this shit up. Like, and we gotta always fight and we always gotta rehash the dumb shit and we gotta talk about it. So you talked about, and then you put out a post earlier today and talking about the cost of a date, and you say you appreciate the $135, and most women, or I'm not gonna say most, but some women may feel like, okay, if you spend $40, then you've El Cheapo them for a date. But like you said, y'all don't know what all it entails in going through that. Like you said, you gotta pay for the tickets, you gotta pay for parking, you gotta pay for the food, because when you get to the spot, you gotta have a drink, gotta have food, It's you gotta have gas in your car, It's a lot that goes into that. So when we talk about double standards, it's like when we ask for a date, or even if a woman like decides to even pay for a date, it's like, oh, are you gonna get the El Cheapo, or are you going to be cognizant of the monies that it takes in order to pay for a date?
So what's the question? Because like it sounds like it.
All right. Oh
like,
no, that
is,
was more of a, that was more of a statement. That was
I'm
more
about to
of a
say. So
statement.
yeah, I'm about to say. What you want me to say? You right. Yeah, I mean, nigga, you right.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
like, so do you agree or disagree?
I think that. I mean, I guess really the better question or the better thing is, what do I feel about double standards? Because at the end of the day, life is full of them when it comes to men and women.
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it. It's just, it is what it is. A woman can literally suck her friend's titty, and it's not gay. They could go back to dick, bro. If I kiss you on the mouth, we're it's
you're stigmatized as gay. Period.
I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. If I kiss you, it's a double standard that you just got to live with.
Yeah.
How many women most women cannot deal with a man that dealt with a man.
No.
That's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker. Like if you found out you found out your man got penetrated by another man, you got a problem with it.
Sexual conduct will always bring about double standards, whether they're fair or not.
So when we talk about dates and a woman paying, the double standard is that they don't have to pay because there's somebody else who's willing to pay. So while you sit up there complaining about $40, she'll run into me because I don't lead with money. I don't talk about how much a date costs. I don't lead with how much money I got, and I don't lead with how much money I don't got. All right. All I lead with is plans. That's the problem with you niggas. Y'all be leading with money. You lead with how much money. Oh, I'm broke or I'm this. Just lead with plans, my man. Like, why you gotta lead with money?
Right.
Please.
Just lead with, just say, hey, we got plans. We're hanging out this time, this date, this place, this, you know what I mean?
My God.
Why we're sitting here debating about how much everything tallied up to, that's broke nigga shit.
Listen, I was just in a conversation in one of my groups on Facebook, and we wound up having like 300 some odd comments based on this very same thing. Like, oh, $200, that's saying is that too expensive for a date or whatever. And I'm like,
it's about the experience, man. You're not first of all,
experience.
It costs $100 to come outside single.
Right.
Think about it. If you go outside for a day and you go out, you're single. You go out, you get something to eat, you have some drinks with some friends, nigga, that's $100.
Yep.
That's $100. Off rip.
Easy. That's $100. Like if you hanging out with friends, I'm talking about you ain't no pussy is on the table.
Exactly.
It costs $100 to come outside by yourself.
So having dated a lot, there are men.
So it's gonna cost $100 for her to come outside. You just paying $100 for her to come outside.
Yeah.
Yo.
But men do this cost benefit analysis. There were men that were like, look,
stay away from niggas like that.
If I'm gonna spend this much amount of money, I need it to be a guarantee that I'm gonna have sex at the end of the night.
I need it to be a guarantee.
One,
And what I
listen,
don't
one.
understand
I
is
don't
the
I don't I
what the
don't
logic
talk like
behind
that.
it.
I don't subscribe.
Here's
I don't
here's
subscribe to that. I
now I
think
will
that's an
say,
old adage. I think that's
my bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think that. I think that's an old. I think that's an old school adage. I mean, yeah, it's some men that probably still feel like that. Like, oh, I spent $200 on a show, or whatever. But I feel like with the advent of internet, with the advent of having instant kind of conversations with somebody, you can kind of suss a motherfucker out before you even get to that point where you let a nigga take you out and you don't know that he's gonna expect some ass at the end of the night. Like,
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. This is all stupid. All right. Like, listen, ladies, do you know what we want at the end of the date? Like what a grown ass man wants at the end of the day. If I paid $200 for you to date, I just not even that. It don't even gotta be another date. You know what I want? Thank you. Be
listen,
appreciative.
listen,
That's
man,
it.
please, please.
So many of you women out here don't be appreciating. Just be appreciative. That's it. Your presence is not a present, sis. I took time out of my day and my schedule. I took time out. I took money out of my wallet to take you out. Just be appreciative. That's all. As far as like fucking and all this other stuff, like that shit corny, my nigga. Like
That
that's
shit
corny.
It's
corny.
very
That's
corny.
corny.
It's very
That's
corny.
corny, dog. Because my
It's
thing
That
very
is,
shit
bro,
corny.
comes later.
dating is a bill, my man. Dating is
For
a
sure.
bill. If you can't afford it, don't date.
Oof, my
Like, think about it. I just
God.
said it really costs $135 to take a shorty out to my show. When you add everything up. Food, parking, tickets, you know what I'm saying? Like when you add everything up, you're going to end up spending minimum $150. Right? Bro,
Right.
if you ain't got it, then stay home. It's
You ain't
okay.
gotta stay home.
It's
Stay home.
okay.
Stay home. And
But what I can't bang with is the selectivity and where the money goes. I understand that you may not want to spend $200 on dinner and drinks and a comedy show, but you have no problem buying a hotel room for the same amount of money. That's the part that leaves me so confused.
Because niggas like prostitutes.
Good night.
And they
what we
don't
talk
want to
about? What
admit
we
they
talk about
paying for
last week? What we talk about last week?
nigga.
Yo, we literally just said this last week on our show, bro.
Literally
Literally
said
said the
that
exact
last
same
week.
thing.
Let's
Great.
normalize paying for
Like, why
sex.
can't
Normalize it.
motherfuckers need to be
It's
honest with
okay.
themselves?
It's okay. If you want to pay for some punani, pay for it. I
Like,
respect you.
if you want to just go off and get your dick sucked, if you want to
Good
go
night.
ahead
Bro, that shit
and
costs
just have
$500. All right, do it. There's women out here willing to.
$10. $20.
All right.
May
All
not
right.
be the best, but it's something.
No.
Huh?
We're not gonna perpetuate that. Like if I'm paying for pussy, I'm paying for premium pussy.
Oh, premium. Some people don't
Yeah,
have
pussy
that.
plus. You getting pussy plus.
I'm not buying no crackhead, y'all, or heroin addicts in Baltimore. Like, I'm sorry,
we know
I don't want no chick. I don't want no chick falling asleep while sucking my dick. Like, You see sitting there, I don't need that. I know that's
Night.
fucked up, but y'all from
It's
Baltimore.
real. He's real.
It is what it is. Like, people need to be, like I said last week, people just need to be honest about what it is that they want. Like, you can't be out here. Like, it's just so dumb. It's just dumb. So how do you
No,
feel
I agree.
about? So how do you feel about the double standards when it comes to gender roles? What is your take on that?
My bad, y'all. I apologize. My weed man just text me, and
That's
Hey,
fine.
listen.
Priorities.
if I needed
I get it.
if I needed some change with my order. But
Man,
you
shit,
said
send
what is
some
my
up
take
our
on
way here.
what's my take on what?
What's your
Gender
take
role.
on the double standards of gender roles?
I think some should stay in place. I think some need to go. I mean, it just depends on the gender role. I do believe a woman shouldn't be touching trash. So a man, that is your job. Take out the fucking trash, my man. Like if it's you, like if it's me and I got a wife and a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't touch the trash. Like this is just that's a gender role that I firmly believe in unless I'm not there. If I am in that house and there's trash that
Right.
needs to be taken out, I will be taking out the trash. No ifs, no ands, no buts. But as far as like gender roles of women making less money than men, I ain't with that. I'm not with that.
Mm,
I'm with all the equal pay. We do the same job at the
mm,
same level. Now
Sure.
let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sue Bird and LeBron James are not the same. We understand that they have the same accolades. We understand that they are respectively the best in their sports, but the WNBA does not bring in money that the NBA does. They should not be
Sure.
paid equally. But if the WNBA was making the same amount of money that the NBA was, and it was just, then they should be getting paid equally. She
There
is
you go.
which is
she or
being and that's become a more of a topic of discussion lately. And you said it. If it's not as entertaining, as it's not as bringing in the same kind of views, then yeah, you're not going to get the same amount of money, and that's neither on men or women. It's just a kind of a thing of a thing.
right.
It's. I mean, if I start seeing women, saying just straight, just Air Jordan dunking on somebody, then I'm like, oh shit,
Right.
wait a minute, let me tune on this real quick. Like,
Right,
I'll
right,
be,
right,
I'll be
right,
all for it. You know what I mean? But they out
right,
there,
right,
doing layups like with style. I'm like,
right,
okay.
Hmm.
right. So yeah, for me, like I don't, yeah. So like certain gender roles, I believe, yeah, like man should be walking on the right side of the street, like shit like that.
Damn
I'm
right.
cool with that. Opening doors,
Absolutely.
pulling out. I'm not. That's gender. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But as far as like talking like a lady, like women not allowed to cuss and act lady like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. A
Right.
woman's place is
Everybody
not
should
the
be able to
kitchen.
say,
Yeah.
right, right.
So we're going to circle
Great. Well,
back to sexual conduct, the double
okay.
standard in that. So how do you feel about, let's say you're talking to your homeboys and you meet a woman and the word around the town is that she's been with a lot of men.
Okay.
How would y'all talk about her or view her? Does the
Uh,
number of
th-
men
th-
that she sleeps with dictate
30,
how y'all view her?
33-year-old Clint or 23-year-old Clint?
You can do both.
33-year-old Clint understands that everybody has a past. Everybody does what they want to do. You're a grown up. You do what like, whatever. Like, how? Listen, I'm not meeting what you were. I'm meeting who
Yeah,
you
sure.
are. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you had 100 dicks before me, that's neither my concern nor did I know that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and as far as 23-year-old Clint, yeah, my immature ass definitely would have been calling her a hoe. Blah. Not even 23-year-old Clint. I would say like 17, 18-year-old Clint. Um, but when I went to college, I realized like women just like to fuck just as much as men do.
Yeah.
That's it.
If not
And
more,
and and and
they
it's I
just do.
mean
They're
way
just better at it, getting it.
they just but here's the thing is that at the end of the day, why are your pussy doesn't lose value because some corny ass nigga said you lost value. Your
Right.
value is what you make
Exactly.
it, man. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Right. 100%.
But even down to, you know, let's look at threesomes. There are men
Two
that
two men, two men and one girl is a threesome.
bam,
Yeah, I know, bro. You rolled your eyes. It's a threesome, dog. Whether
they
or
call
not
it a
we're doing it,
train. No, it's
whether
a
or not,
threesome.
no, whether or not, here's the thing. Here's why it's not a train. A train ensues that you motherfuckers made this bitch do whatever the fuck you want. At the end of the day, she had to
Mm,
agree to have two dicks in the room, right?
sure.
If she's not, then there's a different problem we have on our hands. Do you want to have that conversation? I ain't think so.
But
So
here,
with that being
I love it. I love it.
no, I'm saying niggas
Right.
be like, oh, it's a train. And it's
It's
like, no, a
not.
train sounds like you ran through her. And it's like, no, 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 no. You didn't run through anything. She had to ask, she had to allow it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
She had to
Facts.
allow it. She had to
Facts.
allow it. She had to let you fuck. She had to let two dicks in the room. With that being
So
said, in my opinion, if
no,
that's
go
the
ahead.
case, if you had to have two dicks, if there was I don't that's not a train to me. That's you saying I want two dicks. Now, I've had a threesome with two women and the two women didn't do nothing with each other. They were both pleasing me.
Mm,
Does
Right.
that
mm.
that's still a threesome, right? or I
Right.
was pleasing both of them. That's a threesome, right? So fellas, if she fucking both of y'all not
Facts.
doing that, but she fucking
Yeah.
both of y'all, or she pleasing both of y'all, and y'all both pleasing her, because maybe she's getting pleasure out of sucking your dick. Maybe she's getting pleasure out of getting penetrated. Like I've seen threesomes with on porn. We've seen it. One in the ass, one and one in the ass and one in the vagina. She's allowing it, right?
So then
Sound
here's my follow up. My follow up is not all men, but with most men, they are so open to the idea of when we say threesome, it's automatically two women. And it's like, okay, two women, sure. What about two men?
Right.
Not doing that. Not feeling
Right.
that.
I'm not now. I'm open-minded, but I'm not with it. But here's my thing. If I ask you, if I say to you, babe, I want a threesome, me, you, and another woman. She says, Clint, if I do that, you have to be open with
Yes.
me wanting two men. That
Yes.
is where the conversation, I would be like, you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
respect that. I understand that's your
Mm-hmm.
stance. I know that I'm not willing. That's a firm no for me. So I'm not going to ask you to make yourself uncomfortable when I don't want to make myself uncomfortable.
Right. Right. So Paul Jones
Mm-hmm.
commented, so if she allows four men, then what? I
That's a
call it a
fivesome.
foursome.
That's a fivesome, yeah. Or whatever.
Oh yeah,
It's
four.
an orgy.
Yes, foursome.
Yeah. I saw it. I saw that comment.
Oh, you can see the comments.
Yeah, I saw the ones that pop up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm posting.
Foursome.
Yeah, I'm posting.
Facts. Foursomes. I like that word. Yeah, I just think double standards really boils down to with men and women. Of course, gender roles, okay, equal pay, but it really is that sexual conduct for me.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna just say like, there's no
Even
gender
looking
rules
at
in
people
sex.
like Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B coming out skinfully clad.
Mhm.
Hmm?
No, I'm just saying like at this point we're in the era where, to me, man, just do what the fuck you want. Like whatever works
Right.
with you, whatever works for you, whatever works for your pussy, whatever works for your dick. I mean, I'm done putting labels on people. Like,
Yeah.
niggas be
Right.
like, oh man, I'm
Right.
not letting no woman eat my ass. That's gay. And I'm like, yo, bro,
Right.
if you and a woman are doing something, to me, that's heterosexual. That's only gay.
Exactly.
It's only gay if you and another man is doing it. Like now he's like, well, what if that means a girl want to peg me? Bro, that if you allow it, then cool.
That's
Now
only
I'm
something
saying
if you allow it, then
if you
right.
allow
That's
it,
you.
it's not gay. But that's you. That's not.
It's
But
not.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not bending
I
over.
know
But
I'm
that
not.
doesn't. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
It
But I'm
doesn't
not
mean what it
saying
is.
that doesn't mean that if you enjoy that and you and your wife enjoy that, y'all get off doing that. Whose business is that?
Right.
Whose
Nobody.
business is that?
But except the two of y'all. And it only becomes everybody's business if you go out running your mouth about it.
Bottom line.
Bottom line.
I mean, like, hey, look, what
Facts.
people eat don't make
Here.
me shit. That's
Facts.
it. You know what I'm
Facts.
I could cry tears of joy at you, Clint. Seriously.
I know you gonna try to get mad at me. My weed man is here. I gotta get ready to step off anyway.
Well,
No,
look,
that's
Uh,
all right,
fine.
well, we ain't
uh,
gonna hold you up, man. But yo, we really
no,
appreciate
if
you
there's
coming
one last thing,
on.
I can make him wait like another 3 to 5 minutes though.
No, but we also
Oh,
need you to
well,
drop
yeah.
your info, your page, your show info, because you have upcoming shows, right? Drop all that
Uh,
stuff. Drop it all.
Floor's yours, brother.
oh, my name Clint Coley. Um, I'm not giving no big speech. If y'all like me, just find me on Instagram or find me on Twitter and Facebook at Clint Coley. I have a television show. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The World Series of Spades. If you got time, watch it. It's free. All right. On Amazon Prime. So yes, you have a Prime account. You watch all y'all motherfuckers watch Coming to America. That means you got Prime. Watch the World Series of Spades. And yeah, that's it. As far as my upcoming shows, I mean, I only got 3 right now that's on the books. One is in Portland. That's April 14th. April 27th, I'm in Indianapolis, but that's almost sold out. And in St. Louis, we only got like 8 tickets left. So
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah,
Prosperity to you.
I'm pretty famous.
You
I'm
are.
pretty famous.
Prosperity to
That's
you.
what it
No,
is.
Blessings to
And
you.
and
All
the
I'm
that.
fact that
teasing.
you the
I'm
fact that
teasing.
you the fact that you came on our little show, man,
No,
that
I'm
that
Uh-huh.
teasing.
right
Your
there
show is big, man.
is
Keep doing your
huge.
thing. But I gotta run, man. Thank y'all
We
for
love
having
you.
me.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much
y'all,
for coming
man.
on. Thank
No
you
doubt,
so much.
for sure.
Peace, bro.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh. When people get it,
listen.
when people get it, show's over. I don't got nothing else to say.
Me either. Me either. Listen, this
This is what I'm talking about. Watch this. Watch y'all watch this. All that we want to
I do
do,
need
all that we want to do when it comes to
I do
dating,
need to say
all that
this.
we
I do
want.
need to say this. I do need
Then I'm
I
gonna
need to
say
say
what I have to
this.
say. Go ahead.
Hold on.
No, go ahead. He's frozen, so I'll say what I have to say. It's dating. Go ahead, Charles. You're not frozen anymore.
um, this show right here for me was a dream come true. Like it's huge for me because how we got Clint to come on was so organic. It was so organic and it was so effortless. It couldn't have been nothing but God. Like honestly, it could have been nothing but God. And I feel like we are on the precipice of something huge, something great, something magnificent. And we love each and every one of you for tuning in every single week, every single episode, every single comment, every single share, every single like, every time y'all even talk about us, tag us and stuff, or anything, man. We appreciate it to the utmost. I'm gonna let Brittany go ahead.
This season, towards the end of the season, like we say for Dating University, we do discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. It started out with us discussing the ugly. Okay. Then you got to see a period of me meeting my now husband, but we started out dating. So we were talking about the honeymoon phase. Then you guys got to see me get engaged. We're talking about more lovey-dovey things. You got to see us at our wedding. Charles was a groomsman. So we were talking about the good. We took a turn for the bad and started to focus on the bad. And my issue with dating stems from there's so much finger pointing, but there's no one offering any kind of remedy to the problems. And what I appreciate Clint for doing, and I didn't even know he was going to do this, was stating an issue, stating the bad, but then saying this is how we can make it better. That's what we need more of, not only on this show, but in life. If we have issues with one another, bring them to the table, but not just the problem. But hey, this is what I see as an issue. These are possible ways to get around it. These are possible ways to solve it, to build and restore. Restoration is huge. Right now, dating has crumbled to nothingness for me. Not me personally, but just me on the outside looking in. Dating has crumbled to nothingness. We need to restore. We need restoration in dating. We have to restore faith and hope in others that this is something that can be enjoyable for each and every person involved. Spare the lies, spare the bullshit. Let people know your intentions off the bat. Be real, be true, be genuine, be authentic, be open, be receptive. These are all things that we ask. That's how we can get dating great again. Because right now it sucks. It sucks, but Clint just gave me so much hope because I was in a state, honestly, of hopelessness. Like, I feel like I see men bashing women so much, I feel unprotected. I mean, granted, I thank the Lord for my husband that builds me up every day, but outside of that, and Charles and my guy friends, I just see so much negativity. And it's like, is this thing on? Like, do people not like dating anymore? So I just feel so good. I feel so good after this show.
I'm ecstatic. I'm definitely reinvigorated. I mean, this season of shows that we did have been eye-opening, and I mean, just revealing in such a deep, meaningful way for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I still get people coming in and asking me like, "Yo, that episode was dope." That's like, "Yo, like I didn't even get to think of it, in this way or that way." You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate it, man. For real, for real. And we
Yes.
thank y'all, man. Y'all in the comments right
We
now, yo, we really
so
appreciate
thank
all of
y'all. Y'all are the
thank y'all
absolute
so much.
best.
This
And
this
I
this show ain't nothing without y'all. Like, and I say it, and I will always say that. Like, y'all
yeah,
put the gas in the car.
nothing.
Y'all put the gas in
Nothing.
the car.
Yeah. I mean, and Charles, to hype you, this show would not be what it is without you, because if y'all remember, if y'all rock with me from the very beginning, I was doing this solo and going around to different people and having different guest hosts. I knew I didn't want to do this by myself. I said I want a co-host, so I just go around with different people. But it just so happens that when I went with Charles, it just clicked. It just clicked. It worked because after I did that one show with Charles and started going around to other people, I'm getting inboxes. Bring Charles back. Bring Charles back. So I'm very thankful that I took heed and listened to my fellow daters, and I brought back my co-host. And he's one of the best. So Charles, for your determination, for your working behind the scenes, because y'all, when he's on camera, he be working. But when he's off camera, Charles be working. So for him to secure this, our guest tonight, I'm just speechless. I'm mind blown. I'm just mind blown. So cheers to you for seeing the fruits of your labor. Cheers to you for this being one of your best seasons yet, because you came out with a beautiful producer, a beautiful girlfriend, a beautiful helpmate. And this is the
Yes,
first time we've actually seen
absolutely.
you on the show, on production. So happy, so just enamored, and just so positive. And I'm just very thankful to your producer. So thank you to her as well. Big shout out. Big shout out to you.
Thank
We're
you so much,
blessed.
baby.
We're
Thank you.
blessed.
Thank you, my baby. Thank you. I
We're
mean, I
blessed.
mean, just even that, like that right there has been so huge for me because a lot of you have been watching the show for a long time, and and y'all have heard my horror stories. I've gone through several situationships uh through this show, and to finally have someone who appreciates not only what I'm doing, but appreciates the the work that it takes, the sometimes the sacrifices that it takes, um, the fact that I work so close with Brittany, you know what I'm saying? And it just I mean, because I honestly like everyone, and I'm gonna say this, and if you happen to watch this and you dated me and you feel some kind of way about what it is I'm about to say, I really don't give a damn. Um, I've never had not one woman support this show the way I have my woman now. Not one person since we've been doing this show has supported the show the way my woman does. Because it was always some dumbass issue that they had with some dumbass insecurity with themselves that they couldn't get over. But that's okay. It's okay. Not everything is for everybody. Yeah. Anyway.
It's definitely a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And
It's
Charles,
a
you're
great
glowing.
feeling.
Brittany, I'm glowing.
Brittany, you're glowing.
It's to the
Brittany,
great lighting.
Brittany, you found your person. You found your love. You found your husband.
Y'all,
Darius
y'all.
has found his wife. Darius has found his best friend. Listen, y'all. I try not to say like y'all are relationship goals because it's such a cliche thing, but I love the fact that y'all love each other and then y'all
Yeah,
are friends first. You know
we
what I'm
are.
saying? Like y'all are
We are.
friends first,
We get
and I
along.
love
We do have our disagreement. I will say, y'all, we have our
Listen, what
disagreements.
relationship?
Y'all try to
What
popular
relationship
belief.
don't have it? Yeah,
We
what
smile a
relationship
lot,
don't have
but we've had an argument or two. We've had an argument or two, but I will say this. Um, there were men, there were men that told me along my journey, because I've always had high standards. But I've always, and I feel like as Black women, we're always told to lower our standards for the sake of companionship. And that's
Mm,
something that I know that women have been taught, but I never accepted that for me. Having been to an all girls school and the earlier part of my life, we believed in empowerment for women to know that we can have anything that we want if we put our mind and our heart to it. So there were men that said, you know what, your standards are way too high. You want someone that has a career, someone that has their own house, someone that has their own car, someone that's a Christian. You want someone that is all the way respectful, that believes in monogamy. You want way too much. Like, you need to knock some of your standards down to a little bit. I'm not lowering my standards for anybody. I kept my standards consistent. And Derry, my husband, is the only man that rose to my standards and met me where I needed him to be. And that's why he is where he is. Men always question, why him? Why not him? I refuse. I refuse to settle on things that would bring me happiness. I'd rather be alone and miserable. No, I'd rather be alone and happy. Here's the thing. I'm still going to be happy if I'm alone, knowing that I kept my standards consistent with what I wanted. So I have to thank my husband. This is our season finale. So, of course, we're getting mushy and gushy at the end. But I have to
and
thank my amazing husband. He gives me good lighting, he gives me good Wi Fi connection. He was talking to his mom earlier, y'all, and I was freezing on my connection. And I'm like, Derry. And he's talking to his mom. He's like mid conversation. I'm like, Derry, I need you to fix my internet. He's like, all right, babe. Mom, let me call you back. Let me tell you this. I am the number one woman in his life, and he makes it known that I'm come first. I love his mom. His mom is not one of those people that is like, hey, I gave him birth. I'll always be his number one girl. No, she said, sis, you it now. So, Derek, thank
right.
you for making me number one and making me feel like
Selfish.
the queen, for treating me like a queen, and for being my king. I love you very much. Mwah.
Absolutely.
Great
Man.
season, y'all. Great
Great season,
season.
man. I mean, we ended it with a bang. We ended it with
Bang,
a
bang.
show a show enough celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, I need y'all to understand this. So, if y'all see me in the streets with my aviators on,
Y'all, we famous now. Let me sign some autographs.
yeah, man.
I'm
I'll
start
sign
selling
your
autographs.
autograph. I promise. I'm gonna sign your autograph. I promise you, I'm gonna sign your autograph.
No, seriously. We want next season to be even bigger, even better. We already have a poly couple secure for next season. It's gonna get
That's gonna be
steamy. It's gonna be a steamy,
show.
sexy season. A steamy, sexy season. We said it first. Sexy, seasoned, loved, all that good stuff. It's gonna be a steamy one. So be prepared. It's
Mhm.
becoming the summer. So it gotta be steamy. It gotta be steamy.
Steve.
DU After
We love
Dark coming back. We
you. You
love
at
you.
the dog is coming.
Great
So
season, Charles.
great season, Brett.
We love you guys.
Have
We'll
a great one,
see
y'all. We love
you
y'all.
soon. We'll see you soon.
Soon.
Don't know
Y'all
when.
stay posted. Yes. Yeah. Buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt. Buy a mug.
Buy a hoodie.
I have
Buy a
a
mask.
mask somewhere. Yeah, I have my
It's
mask
somewhere.
somewhere. I wore it today,
Indeed.
but it's somewhere.
Right.
Buy
Right.
anything.
We love y'all.
Or if
We
you
love
if
y'all.
you feel inclined, just cash app us. We're fine.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Thank you,
All
Matt.
right, y'all.
Thank you, Matt. Dickie. We love you.
Thank you, Key. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Daquan. Thank you, D. Thank you, Darius. Thank
Daquan,
you,
yes.
Patrice.
We
Thank
did it
you,
for you.
Napalm. Thank you, Lita. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you, Paul. Thank you,
Everyone.
Tamal. Let's see
That
who else. Thank
rhymes.
you, Gerald.
Paul,
Thank
Tamal,
you, Latrice.
Bessie,
Thank you, Antoine. Let's see
all of
who
you.
else. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Kelly. Let's see who else. Who
Gerald.
else? Who else?
Gerald.
Who else? Y'all was on. Yeah, my man. That's my man G right there. That's the silent
Mhm.
assassin.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Latrice.
thank
Oh,
y'all
everybody.
so much.
Everybody.
We thank y'all. All right. Have a great summer. See y'all in a little bit. Peace.